Good morning, everyone. It's Tara. Welcome back to my channel and to my Gilmoreathon, Gilmore Girls Readathon reading vlog. It is Sunday morning, November 15th. It's like 8:35 in the morning. Today's the first day of the readathon. I woke up nice and early, 6:30. We've already eaten breakfast and I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store, but I wanted to start off this vlog by letting you know what I plan on reading today. Ideally I would be reading like a book every like day and a half to 2 days. We'll see how that goes. But I'm going to start off with A Batter of Life and Death by Ellie Alexander. I feel like I could read this really quickly. It's less than 300 pages, so not like terribly long, and I tend to read Ellie Alexander's books pretty quickly, so we shall see how that goes. But I won't start that till a little bit later today, because like I said, I'm going to go to the grocery store and then probably do a little bit around the house before helping John do something in the yard, and then I'll probably read. So like this afternoon. We shall see what ends up happening though. Yep, I'm really tired. This like pregnancy insomnia thing is not fun. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, it's not fun. Last night I ended up like falling asleep on my couch probably around like 8:30 or 9 and slept till like midnight when John came upstairs to go to bed. And so then I was trying to finish the book that I had like started so that I would go into this vlog and this week fresh. So I ended up just like finishing the last like 20 pages that I had. So I probably laid in bed and read for like, I don't know, half an hour or so. And then I couldn't go to sleep. I was like awake from like from like midnight to like 2:30 or 3, fell asleep, and then woke up at 6:30. So if this isn't preparation for when the baby's here, I don't know what is, because it's really not fun, but oh well. So I also am concerned that at some point today I'm going to just like crash. I mean, I got like probably 6 hours of sleep, so maybe I won't. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to go to the grocery store, get that just like out of the way. I'm getting like normal groceries, and then I'm starting to get stuff for Thanksgiving because the turkey's on sale, and just getting a couple other things now before next weekend so that we have it. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, so I'm back from the grocery store, obviously, and John and I just finished doing what needed to be done in the yard. Like yesterday, John like cleaned up all of the leaves in our yard. There were so many, but John likes to wait until like they all fall, just so we're not like having to do it multiple times, and we typically just borrow a leaf blower from our neighbors. So he did that yesterday, and today he wanted to just quickly clean out the gutters, and so I was on ladder holding duty, which really just means I stood there and did nothing except talk to him, which I'm totally okay with. But it was like, it's cold today. Like earlier this past week, it was like 70 to 80 degrees some days, and now it's like back down to like 30 to 40. I think it's like 40, maybe 45. I think just 40 outside right now. So we just finished that. So I had changed into a t-shirt while we were outside working because there was lots of dirt and stuff falling. So now I'm just warming up. I made myself a cup of decaf coffee to warm up a little bit, and I'm going to sit and read. And then I need to get ready and I think film a video. And I think at some point my father-in-law is coming over because he wants to see the nursery, which not much has happened in the nursery. Like John finished painting it and he built the crib, But we haven't done really anything else because I was like, I still had stuff in there from when it was the office, and we haven't really like decorated much or anything. Grizz is here wanting kisses. He got a haircut yesterday. He's so handsome with his cut hair. So yeah, we are kind of just having, I think, a really lazy Sunday today. We'll see. I say that and then we always end up doing something, but we shall see what happens. So I'm going to sit and start on A Batter of Life and Death while I drink my coffee and then go from there. So I'll see you guys soon. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning. I'm getting ready to log in for work. I just want to touch base with you guys because I really didn't update you guys after John and I did yard work yesterday. So I don't think I'd even started reading anything at that point. But I did pick up A Batter of Life and Death yesterday, and I got to page 146. So not too bad as far as that goes. I'm really loving this. I really love Jules, the main character, and I love Ellie Alexander's writing style. I would have loved to have read a little bit more yesterday, but I just ended up like getting really tired and being lazy. So reading 146 pages is totally fine. I do hope to finish that today, which would it's basically me reading another 150 pages. But I haven't read yet this morning. So it's basically read 150 pages after work today, which I feel like I could do, but we'll see. My goal is to attempt to finish that today, though, because I am going to be reading another book tomorrow with Chloe at Always Booked, and we're trying to read it in one day. So ideally, I would do that tomorrow. So I need to finish this book today. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys an update from last night because I didn't yesterday. So I'm going to go do some work and then touch base with you guys later, probably after dinner and when I'm able to read again. So I will see you guys this evening. Hey everyone, it is now after work, after dinner. John and I just played one of our new games, The Fox in the Forest. It's like a pretty simple like card game thing. It's nice because it's 2-player. There's not a lot of 2-player games. So we saw this at Target and picked it up. And it was fun. Now, John is getting himself some ice cream and coffee. Some coffee-flavored ice cream and coffee. And I think I'm just going to do some reading, try and finish A Batter of Life and Death tonight so that I can start my buddy read with Chloe tomorrow. So I'm going to... Actually, first I'm going to change into pajamas or something, and then I will do some reading. So that's the update. Hey everyone, so it's like 8:30-ish maybe? I actually don't know what time it is. Sorry, John's playing a video game downstairs. But I just dropped my bookmark. I just finished A Batter of Life and Death by Ellie Alexander, my first book of the readathon. I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't think there's going to ever be a cozy that I don't enjoy just because they're so easy to read, but I really like Ellie Alexander's writing style, and I love Jules as a character. She's very like hardworking and like determined, and I don't know, she's a good main character. And this book, she's competing in like a bake-off, like a baking challenge, and I've been watching the Great British Baking Show or whatever that show's called on Netflix, and so I was enjoying it just because I love the the baking vibes. I love cooking in my books, as I've mentioned before. So this was, it just hit all the right spots for me. So I just finished that. Right now, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a reading break and watch maybe an episode of Gilmore Girls, to stay on theme for this week. Then I might pick up my next book. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or not. If I decide to do that, I will let you guys know what it is. So I will check in with you guys hopefully in a little bit. All right, everyone. So it is just after 10 o'clock. I watched an episode of Gilmore Girls, watched a couple YouTube videos, and I'm sitting to restart Burial Rites, which I am reading with Chloe at Always Booked. I literally am about ready to start the first chapter. There was a bunch of stuff at the beginning. So I'm going to go lay down in bed and see how far I can get in this. There's a lot of Icelandic names, which I have no idea how to pronounce. None whatsoever. So I'm thinking maybe I should have attempted to get the audiobook to at least help with that. So maybe I'll try and see if it's available somewhere so I can listen to it and at least get help with the name pronunciation. Otherwise, we're just going to go with whatever is closest to that name in English. And that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Because there's lots of symbols and stuff in the names that I don't know how to pronounce. And they give a pronunciation guide at the beginning in this. Let me see if I can find it. Right there is a pronunciation guide on how to pronounce the different vowels and stuff. But I mean, honestly, I don't want to be flipping back and forth to figure out how to pronounce the name. That will just slow my reading down. So I'll either see if there's an audiobook available just so I can listen to it at least a little bit and get familiar with the names. Otherwise, we're just going to wing it. So I'm going to go lay down, do some reading, and see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning. I've been up since 5:30 because this morning I have my glucose test, which I'm super pumped about because I've heard nothing but great things about that whole experience. But my doctor said that I shouldn't eat within 2 hours of taking the test, and my test is at 8:30 this morning. So I wanted to make sure I could eat, or else I'd be really hungry because I wouldn't be able to eat till 10 otherwise. So I woke up early so I could eat. And yeah, I've just been kind of getting ready for the morning ever since. It's almost 8 o'clock right now, so I have to get ready to leave, all that jazz. Anyways, last night I only got a chapter into Burial Rites by Hannah Kent, which I'm reading with Chloe. I could not find an audiobook available on Scribd or Libby, which is unfortunate, but whatever. And Chloe messaged me last night and was like, so I basically just skim read the the book, and she didn't love it. And I was already kind of feeling I don't know what's going to happen, because there's lots of it changes, just in the first chapter, it changes from first to third person perspective, a lot. And the perspective itself changes between characters, which I don't know if you guys remember, but when I tried to read Spinning Silver last year, that was one of my biggest complaints, was mid-chapter, you would just change to a different perspective. And I don't love that. So we shall see. I told Chloe that I would try and read it while I'm waiting after I drink that lovely beverage. and see if I feel like I'm going to finish it or not. But Chloe and I feel like we tend to have pretty similar tastes, and like the books that we have both read, we have felt pretty like similarly about. So I feel like if she didn't like it, I'm probably not going to end up liking it, but I want to give it a fair shot and not just go off of her opinion. So we shall see. But I am going to bring just one of the guys with me as well, just in case I end up deciding that I want to DNF burial rites. So we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go warm up the car a little bit and head out to my test. I will probably see you guys at some point while I'm letting the drink process in my system and I'm bored in my car. So I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. All right, everyone. So I just drank my lovely glucose drink. It actually wasn't like horrible. Like I thought it would be worse. I mean, it wasn't delicious, but you know, it was drinkable. So now I just sit and wait. I need to go back in about 50 minutes. So I guess I'm just gonna like sit here in the parking lot and read. I was contemplating like running quickly to this grocery store, because the grocery store that John and I went to on Sunday, or that I went to on Sunday, didn't have stuff that we need for Thanksgiving, like random spices, and there's a grocery store close to here that I think does, because we've bought it there before. But I think, as opposed to doing that, I think I'm just going to wait and sit and read. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, well, I just went in, got my blood drawn. That test is over. Hopefully I don't have to take another one. Here's hoping. Now I'm going to just run quickly to the grocery store because I need to get home before an appointment to get our oil changed. John and I both just took today off just because we had vacation time we needed to use. And yeah, so we have a bunch of other appointments and stuff to do today. So I'm gonna run to the grocery store, get home so that John can take the car in for an oil change. But I did read like a chapter and a half of burial rites while I was waiting. I don't know, guys, like the story itself is interesting. I just don't love like the different the switch between first and third person, and like the perspective shifts in the middle of the chapters. So I'm still like on the fence about it. So I need to think about whether I'm going to continue it or not. But that's what's going on right now. I'm going to run to the grocery store because this parking lot's getting really full and I feel awkward filming while all these cars and people are getting out of their cars and looking at me. So I will check in with you guys when I get home. Hey everyone. So it's like, I don't know, 1:30-ish. John is still out with the oil change. Our appointment was at 11. We knew that it was like an oil change, and we knew that we needed to get at least a tire replaced. And when our place says that, they typically do 2, because we had a tire pop this summer, or not pop, but like it had a big air bubble, and so we had to do like a quick fix because it was on a Sunday. And so we just like bought a used tire from a like shop that was open on a Sunday, and it was like kind of bald and stuff, so we knew that we were going to have to replace that. So they did an oil change, they changed 2 tires, and I guess they had to do something with the coolant system. I don't know. Basically, it's expensive, but since it's our only car, we have to, keep it in good working order. So he's been there for like 2.5 hours. So I've just been hanging out. My father-in-law is supposed to come over at some point. He was supposed to come over on Sunday, and he never did. And so he called this morning while I was finishing up my appointment. He's like, oh, maybe I'll come over this afternoon because you and John are both home. And he's like, I'll come over around like 1 or 1:30. And then he just texted me. He's like, I think it's going to be like 2:30. So I'm just hanging out, waiting for him to come over because he wants to see us. So yeah. Anyways, you probably don't care as much about that as you do about reading. So I think I figured out how I feel about burial rites. I mean, I've already said that I'm not a fan of like the switch between first and third person. I don't like that. I don't like all of the perspective shifts within a chapter. I don't know. I guess maybe I am just of the opinion that if you're going to change perspectives, you should just start a new chapter. I don't know. It gets confusing for me. Like, I'm like, okay, like, who are we reading from? Which is, again, like I mentioned, that's exactly why I DNF'd Spinning Silver. But I think more of the problem, not so much like the like change in perspectives and the change in like between first and third person. It's more that it's like a heavy topic. I mean, this person is like a convicted murderer and is basically just being held at this farm until her execution date. Like, that's basically what's going on. And it's just not a light, fun read. And I think that's what I'm in the mood for, is light, fun reads. So I'm not DNFing it. I don't think, at least not yet. I think I'm just going to kind of read it throughout the week. Like I mentioned this morning, Chloe like skim read it and is done. And we've been like messaging back and forth about it. But I decided to pick up Just One of the Guys by Kristen Higgins because that seemed more like what I was in the mood for. And I'm only a chapter in, but it's definitely a lot lighter of a topic. And I feel like it's going to be a lot quicker of a read and just an easier read. I'm in the mood for light, fun, easy reads. And I feel like Burial Rites is a little bit more heavy than I want right now. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm just going to focus on this for the time being, and then like maybe read a few chapters of Burial Rites like over the next or the remaining days of the week or days of the month, however long it takes me to finish it. Or I'll end up DNFing it. Those are the two options. I'm either going to finish it or I'm going to DNF it. Don't know which yet, but yeah. That's really all I have for you right now. I was going to say something and it just completely left my brain. That is pregnancy for you in a nutshell. Like, I will literally be on my way to do something in my house and like forget what I was going to do. So I also just forget what I was going to say. So anyways, pregnancy brain, it's a real thing. I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning. I just got back from taking John to work and going to the chiropractor. I'm exhausted this morning. I don't know why. I went to bed at like 9:30. The dogs like started barking in the middle of the night at who knows what. We get like raccoons and bears and stuff, so I wonder if like something got into our trash. It didn't look like it this morning, but they've done it before, those critters. So like that woke me up in the middle of the night, and then, you know, the normal baby stuff woke me up in the middle of the night. But anyways, I think I've decided to temporarily pause on Burial Rites. I'm just not in the mood for it. That's really what it comes down to. And so like I'm not like wanting to pick it up. I'm not gravitating towards it. So maybe I'll try it again. I didn't like file it into my DNF shelf on Goodreads. I just moved it, like pulled it back to want to read. It's just, I'm not in the mood for it. And Chloe didn't love it. So I'm just kind of like about it. So I decided to do that last night. And then I also read like, I don't know, like 100, maybe 100 plus pages of Just One of the Guys by Kristen Higgins. I'm really enjoying that. I really love I love the main character, Chastity. She's fun. She has like a good sense of humor, and I enjoy her. So I'm focusing on that right now. Maybe I can try and finish it today. I don't know. I mean, I have a full day of work, and then I need to edit a video because I was supposed to edit a video yesterday and I didn't. And yeah, my entire like booktube schedule is now off. So that's fun. But first things first, I have just under an hour before I need to work. So I need to eat breakfast and kind of finish getting ready for the day, because I literally just like threw on clothes, like ran a brush through my hair quickly, took John to work, and ran into the chiropractor. I don't worry about like getting all like gussied up for the chiropractor, because I just like my hair gets all messed up when I go there anyway, so I don't really worry about it. But I need to finish getting ready for the day, because I think ideally I would also film a video today. We'll see. But that's a lot on my plate when I also have a full day of work. So we'll see what happens. But just wanted to give you guys an update on last night and let you know that I did decide to temporarily pause on burial rites. So I will see you guys later. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning. Yesterday was just not the best reading day. I mean, I ended up reading like 50 pages, but I don't know. I had like a headache. I wasn't in like the mood to read, I guess. So I just didn't get done. Yeah. Now today I was thinking about getting gussied up and filming a 5 on Friday, but now I'm feeling really lazy. Like I'm really congested. Like you can't really tell, but like it doesn't sound like I'm congested, but my nose is like, I don't know. It feels congested. And I just am feeling really lazy, and like I don't want to put in the work to make myself look good. We'll see. That might change though. Yeah, I have to work in like half an hour. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, let me see if I can grab it without disturbing Jimba too much. I read like 50 pages of Just One of the Guys yesterday. I'm enjoying it. I think Chastity is like a fun character. I just read the scene, if you've read this, where she's at the restaurant and she gets like oil and basil on her shirt. I was cracking up right before I went to bed because it was funny. Ideally, I would love to finish this today, just so I have at least 2 days to read one more book for the Gilmoreathon, but we'll see what happens. Who knows if that'll actually happen. John does have D&D tonight, so like I'm going to have the evening basically to myself, so I could make it happen. We'll see. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. Trying to decide how much effort I want to put into getting ready this morning. Getting ready to work here soon. And I'm going to do some reading. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. All right, everyone. Sorry if you can hear John in the background. He's talking a little bit louder than he normally does tonight, but that's okay. We'll forgive him this time. So I've just been reading Just One of the Guys. I know I've said this like every day since I've started reading this, but I really like Chastity as a character. She's funny, and she just like legit punched her brother, which I think is awesome. Like she like full on like pow like punched him. That's a good character right there. Someone that's gonna punch her firefighter brother because he was being an ass. Like, you go, girl. So yeah, I've just been hanging out, flipping between YouTube and reading. I'm getting a little bit sleepy, but I'm trying to hold off until John's done with D&D, mostly because I washed our sheets today, and our bed is currently not made because I haven't put new sheets on the bed yet, and I'm kind of just waiting for him to be able to help me because it's not my favorite thing to do normally, and it's a little bit more cumbersome now that I'm pregnant, and things just get in the way. Like my belly just gets in the way of a lot of things and impedes me from doing a lot of things the way that I normally would. So if I can hold off and wait for John to help me make the bed, that'd be great. I'm not saying I'm not going to fall asleep on the couch right now, but who knows? But yeah, I think I'm just going to continue to read this, possibly fall asleep, doze off a little bit until John's done with D&D. So if I have some like amazing, fantastic update, I will hop on and update you. But honestly, I probably won't. So I probably will like not see you till the morning. But who knows what'll happen. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm not feeling great this morning. I've had a headache for like the past like day and a half or so, and I can't get rid of it. I don't know. I think it's like I haven't been eating enough. I'm not sure, but yeah, I have a headache. So I'm really not excited to stare at my computer all day for work. And like, I feel like I'm getting a cold. It's really what it is. So today will be a fun day. Luckily, John is cooking dinner tonight, so I don't have to worry about that. Like basically I'll finish work. I'll finish work and be no other obligations. Anyways, last night I did end up finishing Just One of the Guys by Kristen Higgins. I really enjoyed it. Like, I mean, yeah, it was like kind of predictable, like who she was going to end up with, but I feel like most Hallmark movies are kind of predictable too, but I enjoy those. Like, it doesn't take away from the story, even though you know what's going to happen. I loved Chastity. Really enjoyed it. Trevor. I enjoyed like the dynamic of Chastity and her brothers, like having 4 older brothers. Like, whew, I have 1 older brother, and that was fun. So just like the entire dynamic of everything was really cute, and I really enjoyed it. So finished that. Now I think I'm going to try and bust out Thunderhead over the next couple of days. I think I can do it. Like, it's a longer book. How many pages is it? 500. But if it's anything like Scythe, it'll read really quickly. So that's kind of what I'm hoping. But we'll see how it goes. If I have this headache all day long, like, I don't know how much reading I'm actually going to get done today. But we'll see. Hi, Grizz. Yeah. So right now I have about half an hour before I need to log into work. Do you want to be in the shot, buddy? You listening to mommy talk? Yeah. You're cute. Oh, you want this side now? Yeah, so I have like half an hour before I need to log into work. I'm thinking about he's so cute back there. I should probably go like edit my 5 on Friday, and that way I can at least get it like posted right before or right after I log off, but we'll see what happens. But I have a load of laundry I need to switch over into the dryer before I start work. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. Hopefully my headache will be gone. Hey everyone, so it is Friday evening, just before 7:30. We've eaten dinner. I got my 5 on Friday posted. YouTube was being like really weird and it like wasn't uploading the video and I had to like cancel it and like redo it like 4 times. So I'm kind of mad because I was like on track to have this video up before like 7 p.m. and YouTube had other thoughts. So that's kind of annoying. But whatever. I'm feeling a little bit better. Like my headache's gone for the most part, which is nice. I think I just like wasn't eating enough. Like it's really hard because like I know I need to eat for the baby, but sometimes I'm just not hungry. And then the baby just takes whatever nutrients I have and uses it for him, which is fine. And then I'm left with a headache. I mean, it is what it is. I just need to, I guess, like, eat more. I don't know. Grizz is getting mad at me because I'm not playing with him. So, yeah, I tried to eat more consistently today, and I guess that helped. But anyways, so I think I'm going to sit and get into Thunderhead. Hopefully I can bust out a decent chunk this evening. We'll see. Because what tends to happen is I tend to get tired, and so then I switch to TV, and then once I switch to TV, I just stick with TV until I fall asleep. So we shall see. But if I switch to TV, I will switch to, or I'll watch Gilmore Girls, so at least I'm like on theme, I guess. So I'm just going to sit and do some reading, and we'll see how far I get. I will update you guys in a little bit. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday morning, November 21st. It's like 9:45 in the morning. I've been up since like 6, but that's just the way it is these days. I actually woke up, like got out of bed and made some cookie dough. I haven't made the cookies yet because the dough needs to chill for at least 2 hours. So I'll probably make the cookies when I get back running the errands I'm about ready to go run. But I was like, hey, I'm awake and the dough needs to chill anyway, so I might as well just get up and do it. So I'll be making cookies a little bit later and watching Gilmore Girls while I do it. Yeah, right now I'm getting ready to run a couple errands. I shouldn't be gone too long though. Well, depends on how much browsing I do. We'll see. But last night I did read like 80 pages of Thunderhead, and then I read another like 20 or so this morning. I'm enjoying it. Like, it always takes me a little bit when I'm reading like the next book in a series, if it's been a while since I read the first book, to remember like exactly what's going on. But this is a pretty good job at like refreshing you. And I feel like as I'm reading, I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. Like they make references. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. But I mean, right now it's pretty good. I am on page 116, chapter 12. So we shall see how far I get in that today. Ideally, I'd finish it, but that's like 400 pages of reading, which isn't impossible. It's just I have other stuff I want to do as well. So it's not likely, but we'll see. Anyways, I just wanted to hop on, let you know how much reading I did last night because I didn't update you guys. So I'm going to go run a couple of errands and then come home and do stuff around the house. John and I also need to start getting ready for Thanksgiving next week. Like, I need to start tidying up the house a bit and doing a little bit of a deeper clean than we normally do. So that will also be on the agenda at some point this weekend. So I will check in with you guys when I have another update. Hey everyone. So I am back from my errands. I ran to Target to get a couple of things, and then I ran to the dollar store because I was looking for like some decor to like maybe decorate my office / filming area, but I didn't really find anything that I liked. I did, however, look at their like book selection, and there was a couple of books that I was like, oh, like they sound somewhat interesting, and they're only $1. I didn't get them, but I'm wondering, like, have you guys ever bought books at the dollar store? Like, do you find anything good there? Like, I mean, like I said, there was a couple books I'm like, oh, that could be interesting, but like, if I buy it, am I ever going to read it? Probably not. But yeah, let me know if you've ever bought books at the dollar store. I'd be interested to know, and if they ended up being good, because like I hadn't heard of any of them. But right now I am currently making some cookies. I realized that, so I have one cookie dough currently chilling in the refrigerator, and I was like, oh, I'm going to make up, or like I'm going to make those, and then I'll make like another batch of cookies. And then I looked at the recipe for this other batch of cookies, and it's a recipe that John's aunt gave us. It's like John's favorite cookie. And I realized that she put a note saying like, oh, I chill this dough because it makes it a little bit easier to work with. And so I'm making up that dough right now to chill while I cook the other cookies. So that's what I'm doing right now, is making cookies. We're gonna have so many cookies, but that's okay. I guess that's not the worst problem in the world to have. So I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm gonna get my laptop and bring it into the kitchen so that I can watch Gilmore Girls while cookies are baking, because like we don't have a way, like our TV, so I'm gonna flip you over. So this is our kitchen right here, obviously, and the living room's on the other side of this wall, and obviously we don't have a cutout for me to watch TV. So it's just gonna be easier if I just bring my laptop in here and turn on Netflix and watch some Gilmore Girls at the kitchen table while I'm baking. So that is the current happenings here at my house. So I'm gonna get back to it, and I will check in with you guys later. All right, we have one batch of cookies almost done. Chocolate crinkle cookies. These were my favorite when I was a kid, and I haven't made them in 10 plus years, and they're pretty tasty. Remember why they're my favorite cookies. So next up will be the batch of what we call like peanut blossoms, or yeah, the peanut butter blossoms with like the Hershey's Kisses, John's favorite cookie. I have Gilmore Girls on. Can you see that right there? While I'm baking. So, yep. Just gonna keep on keeping on. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning, like 7:30. I've been up for an hour and a half. I like laid in bed from like 5 to 6 and like tried to go back to sleep, and I just couldn't. So I woke up. I've been like pretty productive this morning, I think. Right now, John and I are at our favorite bagel place. I'm still in my pajamas. I just threw a coat on, so I stayed in the car, and he's just getting us bagels for breakfast. Typically, we go like every other weekend to the bagel place, but they're gonna be closed this coming weekend, like from Thanksgiving through, like, they're always closed on Monday, so they're gonna be closed Thursday through Monday. So we're getting bagels this weekend. It is like there was nobody here when we got here, and now like 1, 2, 3, like 4 cars just pulled up. This place like sells out quickly. Yeah, it got like, it's like hopping all of a sudden. So yeah, we're getting bagels this morning, but typically we like eat in, but I think we're just gonna take them home. Well, we are taking them home because I'm still in my pajamas. I asked John if he would just go, and he's like, you don't want to ride with me? So I came with him. Yeah, last night I ended up reading like another 100 pages of Thunderhead. So I'm about like almost halfway. So that's going to be my focus today, is just trying to finish Thunderhead. I have like 2 more batches of cookies to make too. Oh, John's here with our bagels. You got the goods?
I got them.
You like John's Spider-Man mask, everybody?
It better.
Yeah. So yeah, I have 2 more batches of cookies to make. John approved the cookies that I made yesterday.
Yeah, you're good.
So I have like, I'm just making chocolate chip, which I make all the time, so I'm not worried about those, and then snickerdoodles. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna go so that John can eat bagels and then drive home. So I'll see you guys later. Hey everyone, so it's a few days later, and I realized I like basically didn't vlog at all on Sunday and never really wrapped up this readathon vlog, so I'm going to do that now. So for the Gilmore Girls readathon, I did not get as many books read as I wanted to, but I actually like ended up completing most of the prompts if I use one book for like most of them. So I ended up reading A Matter of Life and Death, which initially was just going to be book set in small town and book set in fall or winter. But I realized this also counts as next book in a series because it's book 2 in the Bake Shop Mystery series. And it can count for book featuring a mother-daughter relationship because in this book, Jules and her mother, like it's her family's bake shop, and Jules and her mother kind of run it, and so her mother has like a pretty big part in this book. So technically I could count this for all of those prompts. And then I finished Just One of the Guys, which I was using for book with a complicated love interest. You could also like kind of use this for mother-daughter relationship because Chastity and her mother have, I mean, it's not like both of her parents are in this book, but she does have like some good conversations with her mom in this. So I could technically count this as 2 prompts, but when this book covers 4, like why would I not just use it for all of them? So the only thing I didn't like accomplish was book by Asian author or with Asian representation. So, I mean, overall, not too shabby. I wanted to read more books, but that just didn't happen. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not too terribly concerned about it. It's not like I'm getting graded on this or anything. So, yeah, that is the Gilmore Girls Gilmoreathon vlog. Let me know if you participated down below. It's on to the next. Next up, December has lots of readathons I want to participate in, so stay tuned for lots of reading vlogs. Anyways, that is it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.